How can I learn to suffer well? Says Rutger
That's
Dumm.
a very good question. You've already done the first thing. You realize that there is good suffering and bad suffering. That suffering is an act, or your attitude toward suffering is an act, a choice on your part. And you also implicitly recognize that God has deliberately allowed this suffering to come into your life. God doesn't hate you, doesn't want you to suffer, doesn't will suffering directly, but allows evil. Why? Because he is working it for a greater good. The only reason the God who loves you allows suffering into your life is because he loves you. Because this has the potentiality of working out for a greater good if you trust him. And if you say, your will be done no matter what, if that's your absolute. If your absolute is your own pleasure and not suffering, that's a different absolute. But if your absolute is God knows best, that is his will, well, then you struggle to somehow see that suffering by faith. You don't usually see it by reason, and certainly not at the time that you're suffering, but you struggle to see that as somehow part of his perfect will for you. And insofar as you can see that, it is possible for you to say yes to your suffering and to offer it up.
Thanks so much for watching. Please like if you liked, and if you loved, subscribe.